Round number 17. And you'd think I'm exaggerating, but only a little bit. Anyway, what we're doing today, we're going to dial that down a little bit. My voice apparently is really loud on here, so dial that down. Anyway, what I was doing is I was trying to record on this camera for a little bit, which you can't see there. There you go. Anyway, that camera I was trying to record on for a little bit, the XT5, it didn't work. It the SD card doesn't work well with it. I apparently have no room on this table anymore because I've got the microphone close and I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. So anyway, I've got a little bit of nature over here, which is great. Let me turn the camera. You can see nature. I have a couple of trees. So that's exciting. I have a couple of trees. The other side is parking lot. That's not exciting. But I'm living in the RV now, and I'm thinking I'm not leaving for the summer. I think I'm going to stay in the RV for the summer. I'm not 100% because it's not free to use. And I'm going to need to start up Starlink all over again because my phone only has so much data that I can actually use. And I was actually thinking about recording on the phone as well, but I'm really not a big fan of recording on the phone. So I figured let's record on here. So we're using the computer again, and we have the wonderful voice that we get on the microphone here. Anyway, all silliness aside, I have a spoiler alert for everybody. So now's your warning, your one and only warning. It's really long warning. So if you want to stop it and you don't want to learn what the spoiler is, this is your chance. And if you're okay with it, here it comes. I'm thinking about going north in June just because. Go to Whitehorse, go to Yellowknife, go to Hay River, whatever. Whatever. I happen to explore up there and go up to Alaska just for the sake of going to Alaska because I've never done it before. There's actually a very expensive van meetup. It's $250 a person, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. However, it's once in a lifetime experience, so maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go up there and do my thing. I don't know yet. But it's one of those things like if I go and do that, the van stock, I believe it's called van stock, $250 a person. Holy jumping. That's for 4 nights or 4 days, 3 nights. And you got to be kidding me. For $250 a person, like that's absolutely insane. However, maybe. It's one of those things where get a caravan going up there. It might actually be fun, might be exciting. Who knows? And the idea is going up to Alaska, not just for that, obviously, but we'd tour around, we'd go see some stuff, see if we can see some polar bears because they are on the land right now because there's no ice because it's summer. So do the math. Ice does not like the heat. So anyway, so we've got that. That's actually an idea. That's a thought that not 100% sure we're going to do it, but like 75% sure that that's something I want to do in June. Also would like to take a cruise up there, so we may do that in September when it's a little bit more fun. Don't know yet, but it's definitely on the books. It's something to think about. The other fun and exciting thing is that we're going to be going east. So I'm thinking if we go June and we go north, then we have July, August, September to go to the East Coast and back. And then we've got September, October, maybe October, November, where we can go to the West Coast where the weather's nice anyway, so who cares? So go out there for a little bit, explore around, have some fun, enjoy the sights and the scenery and all that good stuff, and then come back, park the RV for the winter kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know yet, but maybe. And it's the kind of thing where could be fun, could be exciting, could be all kinds of things. And what I would like to do is obviously I'd really like to travel around, but if the dollar doesn't come up to close to being on par with the US dollar, we're not going to the US for this winter. Maybe. I say that I'm not planning on it now, but who knows? Who knows what the next couple of months are going to bring? Maybe our dollar bounces up and it's really great. Maybe Alberta separates from the rest of the Union of Canada. Like, who knows what's coming? I mean, the political instability is unreal. So who knows where we're going to be? Who knows what's actually going on? Who knows? Maybe we are the 51st state. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's one of those things where the more we do, the more we can do, the more we're able to do, the more we're going to do. I mean that from a personal level. I don't mean that as in Alberta or Canada or anything else. I mean that on a personal level. The more I am able to do with my family and my friends, the more I'm going to do. Okay. So when I talk about family, this is a delicate topic. It really is. I've got a lot of family, and unfortunately, not everyone is able to be with me all the time. I would love it if they were. It's kids get older, you get separated from other kids. I mean, there's a thousand things going on. Anyway, so what I would like to do, like I said, is take out June, go north, possibly June. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's van stock, stupid expensive. It's $250 per person. So you've got to be kidding me at $250 per person. However, if that is something that I go and do, then fantastic, great, wonderful, love it, let's go. But if it's not something that I do, well, then, whatever. Just one of those things. So it'd be nice to go up to Alaska, go up to the Yukon, go up to the Northwest Territories, go see the Arctic Ocean, that kind of thing. It'd be great. Maybe June, maybe July. I don't. Honestly, I don't know. Like I said, I'd like to go out to the East Coast for a few months. I'd like to go out to the West Coast for a couple of months, depending on how much money I have and how much money I'm currently earning. Because that obviously depends, everything depends on how much I'm earning. But one of those things where maybe I'll go south. Maybe. Don't know. Who knows? Nobody has a clue, really. So it's just one of those things. We're going to see what we see. We're going to do what we do. Who knows what's coming up? Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. It's going to be a short little video that may or may not actually make it to air. Who knows? It may actually be quite a bit longer, but I just wanted to throw some thoughts out there, throw some things, see what happens, throw some stuff out there. It's kind of like when you're making spaghetti, you throw it against the wall and you see what sticks. Same kind of deal. I want to throw it against the wall and see what happens when I'm making these videos. See if, what works, what doesn't. Anyway, we will talk again soon, and I will stop the recording. So remember to go outside. Worst case scenario, you get eaten by a bear. Other than that, you're fine. You're doing great. Talk soon.